While we wait, the enemy grows stronger.
And you'd send more of us to die.
Well, I'm not gonna stand around. Are you?
You've done plenty, Deryan.
All right. Beginning the white that wins too, or something like that. You approach the source of the commotion and see a throng of villagers. They're arguing amongst themselves and hurling questions and demands at a lone figure perched above them. A young man stands at a spur of rock, has clenched his fist aloft. Steam rises from his wild hair and flushed face as he shouts to the gathering.
Been a week since our people left these gates. A week since the Iron Flail took them. Yet we wait here behind our sturdy new walls, hiding in our rebuilt homes. We've done nothing.
The crowd erupts, bursting with pointed fingers and pointed words. One woman steps forward, her eyes locked on the young man.
Who are you to tell us how to defend our own? You ain't been here 2 months!
And since I got here, I've been working alongside the rest of you. Don't start with that again.
Well, it was your idea to send our people to that damned fort in the first place. If it weren't for you and the other leeches that come up with you, we wouldn't be in this mess.
Ha! Crowd's wrath is snowballing. Continue to listen.
Enough. Enough! You want to boot all the Outlanders from your town? Tell that to the hero of the White Forge.
Oh snap. He noticed. Dozen heads turn in your direction. The villagers recognize you. Their eyes widen with hope and reverence. Unlike this asshole. Is this about that fort near the battery? What's this about? You said something about a fort and Iron Flail. Relax, I'm here to help. Enough shouting. I want someone to calmly explain what's going on. Boom. He nods.
It's a small army from Renengild. They call themselves the Iron Flail.
So everything from Renengild, apparently is how you pronounce it, which I've not known this whole time, is they're not good. At Deryan's mention of the name, the rest of the crowd falls silent. Word triggers a sudden flashback to your dream of the mysterious army and destruction of Kodnawa. As the image fades, you see once more the vision of 100 eyes watching you and something beyond.
Showed up a few weeks after you opened the battery. Demanded we give him the White Forge. They're led by a Darek Sendamir. Comes from an old Renengild family. The rumor has it the man's half mad with visions. Claims one drove him here to take the White Forge.
In Zawa's experience, if one is only half mad with visions, the dose was too low.
They're not the only bloodsuckers around here.
Yeah, villager glares at Deryan, and most of the followers are ignoring him by now. Raises his voice.
Our crew at the battery locked their doors and told the Iron Flail to go back to Renengild. Instead, they built a fort in the middle of the wood. So we sent a committee to reason with them. But that was a week ago. We haven't seen our people since.
Low rumble erupts through the crowd. Deryan hesitates.
That can only mean one thing.
He grimaces at the frightened, arguing crowd. Drown him out once more. He's right. We've got to defend what's yours. The White Forge isn't worth your lives. Give it up. Care to share the White Forge with the Red Carrions? No. But yeah, let's try to make this independent nation, not the Red Carrions. Alright, give me a second. We're going to pause it really fast. I'm going to look at my notes. I'm just getting the book because I love this game and this lore. Hold on a sec. Alright, I'm back. So anyways, Whale is the god with the eyes, the one of secrets. I forgot the one with the ocean is Owynna, but either way, in a sense, kind of go between each other on that aspect of the gift keepers that grab things and throw them in the water. But alright, so he's ready. You got to defend what's yours. Well, so the Raidkarians are the ones that are the whatever they believe in Eothas. They're pretty zealot, but they're I don't know. These guys don't seem like a religion, so let's do it. Down with the religion.
We're just miners and fisher folk.
Send Deryan and the rest of the newcomers. Let them earn their keep.
We've cleared your roads and repaired this town. What more do we have to prove?
Maybe we could nudge them into torching their own village.
Please, everyone. Whatever our difference is, we've got to deal with the army at our gates. You've done a lot for Stalwart already. Many of us wouldn't even be here if it wasn't for you. What I mean is, if anyone could deal with an army, it's you.
I've got my own business with this army. Show me where the fort is.
The Iron Flail cleared a patch of forest north of Durgan's battery, built their fort there. It'll be well guarded, so if you can get in without raising an alarm, you may have an easier time of it. The important thing is to deal with the commander. If you can get rid of him, the rest of the soldiers will scatter. What exactly did you see?
Sorry, I forgot to mention, I think I've dreamed of this army. Stalwart was destroyed. Lie, you came together to defend yourself. Dream was unclear. Forget it. I need to get along. So say, dream was unclear.
Of course. We're just thankful this dream led you back. Anyway, we've got our work cut out for us here. While you're out, stop by the battery. Wangra and her team are still repairing the heavy cannons. They've made a lot of progress elsewhere. Thought you might like to see how far it's come. Haven't been here long, but I'll tell you what I can.
Alright, yeah. Tell me about the Iron Flail. Yeah.
They heard about the White Forge and came running. Just like a lot of us did. Only difference is, they brought siege weapons. As best anyone can tell, they're from the border region near Little Bend, one of the poorest parts of the country. For Raid Saris, well, that's saying something.
Interesting. What brought you to Stalwart?
Work. I was a cobbler in New Yarma, but the city got more crowded every year. Rural types fleeing the legacy.
I've never heard of New Yarma.
A couple months ago, I heard Stalwart was offering land and opportunity to new settlers, so figured I'd give. For a while, folks seemed glad to have some new blood. But that changed as more and more of us came.
There seems to be a lot of tension around town.
Before you opened Durgan's battery, people tell me Stalwart barely had enough warm bodies to keep the town running. A bunch of us came when we heard about the White Forge, but now, I think the old-timers would just as soon send us. We take the best jobs, we don't pay our respects to Andra, we're overcrowding the town.
There you go, Andra. That's the god of the ocean.
I get it. Stalwart's changing. Same thing happened in New Yarma when folk moved in from the countryside. But they can't keep blaming us for everything that goes wrong out here. I'm just hoping they'll calm down once the Iron Flail is gone.
I'm just gonna waste some time selling a bunch of stuff, so I'm gonna pause right here.
I hope you've had some luck.
Oh, come on! Stupid sword!
The Conduler of the White Forge, we owe you a great depth of industry and faith you've restored here. Welcome to the Temple at Abaddon. What do you do here? I lead this temple and guide the acolytes in matters both spiritually and mundane. He indicates the forge and anvils. Worshippers of old gods pray or meditate. We Abaddons venerate our god through the acts of smithing. Our doors are always open and our forge always alright. How may I help you? This used to be a temple of Andra. He tilts his head to one side. Back when this was a dying, forgotten place. But the clerics who tended it left it. Customary of goddess, the throngs of their goddess left. Tended it left. The throngs of those who care. Right, sorry about that. Alright, so let's start to this chick. Alright. Okay, now we were just pissing me off. She slams her forge hammer down, straighten out, damn you. Temper Messia, the older glances. Sorry, master, I've just slipped out. What's wrong with the Zord? Why don't you decide to become acolyte? Where to begin? She gestures at the rapidly cooling lump of iron on her anvil. For one, I can't manage to shape the metal no matter how hard I try. Master Egwene says, envision my sword, so I'm envisioning really, really hard. I think I'm ending up with a club, maybe a mace, if I'm lucky, but no sword. If my work doesn't improve soon, they'll kick me out of the temple. Can't be a priest if you're not a proper smith, unless you help me. Not blacksmith, yeah, that's not going to happen. Oh, that's not the kind of help I'm asking for. I snuck a peek at the Master Egwin's lore books and came across a ritual that can enchant a forged hammer to boost smithing skills. That's exactly the kind of edge I need. Already completed the first part of the ritual, crafting the hammer. Unfortunately, the next two parts require travel to Deerwood, and there's where there's no way Master Engrim will let me leave anytime soon. I'll complete the forged hammer ritual for you. Isn't crafting using a magical forged hammer unethical? I'm not trying to show you anyone up. I just want to appear competent, you know. I'm so busy. Why don't you decide to become acolyte of Avowed family tradition? Yeah, so I'm not gonna help you. Sorry, not really. What is over here? Milo's drawings. So this inch paper has been. What? Is that this chick? No, it's not. Oh, it's you. Is it true? You really saw the white forge? Yes, I did. I didn't stop at looking. Bless. Blazes. I can't probably believe it. It must have been something. I think Stalwart. Thanks to batteries. Let me see something you have. Of course. Fast. Okay.
I interest you in a new blade?
The shopkeeper's clothes seem a little nicer, if not terribly warm, compared to what you've seen around Stalwart. His hair is immaculately coiffed, and his rosy cheeks look like they've been barely touched by the mountain winds. Welcome, welcome. I've got arms and armor, all top quality, or perhaps you'd like some potions. Always pleasure. Let's see what they got for sale. Twin springs, a lot of bows, exceptional swords, and but I will sell some stuff that managed to not get to my attention earlier. All right, there. Boom. All right, let's get out of here.
Got to speak up?
I'm just seeing what's changed since the last time I left. Should be more people to talk to. There we go. If it isn't the hero of the White Forge. Nods and greetings, looks like more than that. Come back to check on a handiwork, or are you just here to wish me to have your retirement? Why did you retire? I've been enough politics and town quarrels for a lifetime, so when Tarfos told me he was tired of the mines, I asked if he was ready to really get his hands dirty. I almost feel sorry for the guy. Alright, well, that's cool. Alright.
So, you're back.
I'm here.
Thanks again. I'll be gone just as soon as the weather clears.
That is a lie. You've been here
Got it.
still. I know, man. Hmm? So you really found the White Forge, huh? I hardly believe it at first, but I've never seen Renengild so giddy about anything.
Here, drinks on me. We should see a boost in business with the battery open. Makes for a brighter future than we had yesterday, for sure.
I thought I ordered ale. She might have brought me the dishwater by accident, or maybe she on purpose. What brings us so? I represent a group of investors from Defiance Bay who are attempting to establish a trade agreement with Stalwart. Before they're willing to commit to an agreement, they want to have a town assessed, make sure it's prosperous as people are claiming. That's where I come in. She takes a long sip of her mug. What's your assessment of the town? Certainly a lot of coin changing hands, but there's simply a short-lived boom or something that will persist long term. Remains to be seen.
Please, someone has to do something. Piss off, Kern. I got enough problems.
Decades I've lived here. I've worked and drunk together, and not one of them will lift a finger. This dwarf face's damn blotchy outburst. And I'm sorry, I'm no heart for conversation. I'm sure someone in here will drink to your health. Maybe I can help. What happened? Done something terrible, and I'm not sure I can fix things. This neighbor of mine, Hetty, we've never gotten at our best of time. Sorry, we've never gotten on at the best of times. With this land dispute, half lost my property. Things have gotten out of hand. Go on. You kill him, take your land back. Problem solved. Tell me about this feud. I was drowned. My sorrow is here in the inn. There was a stranger, Festin, obviously from out of town. We got to talking. He's all smiles. Says he's a paladin. That he'll sort Heidi out for me. Got my land back if I give him the week's wages. I didn't know he was a bleak walker and madman. I was half drunk. Thought Kevison meant he'd speak on my behalf. Put a scare into Hattie, not kill him. So you got lucky. I tried to call him off. Once I realized he laughed and said that doesn't happen. Please, gotta help me. Nobody else here is willing to take him on, even for the coin I'm offering. What do you want me to do? I'll make sure Hattie and his family are safe. I have some questions. I'm sure what I can do. Wait, you're hired a man to kill Hattie. Sounds like you're solving your own problem. Stop the maniac and Hattie make sure he's safe. His family too. Got some questions. Tell me anything. If it'll help, do what you want to know. What's a Bleak Walker? I asked around. Far as I understand, their order thinks brutally the best way to ensure peace. They don't negotiate. They don't give quarter. Once they've been ordered to clear some place out, they don't stop until they're done. And they don't change their minds. They're more like a force of nature than a paladin order. It seems pointless to me to devote one's life to something so destructive, no matter how they rationalize what they do. They've been turned out half the time. They paid to stand there and be a threat. I don't understand why Kevison is doing this. Seems like it's a pretty contract for a paladin. Did Kevison not tell you he was a Bleak Walker? Not at first. Not until it was too late, I guess. I had a few drinks. But I think I'd remember if he had announced it. Where is he now? Seems like it's a pretty petty contract. Never know when was a contract. How can that be right? Where's Kevison now? He's been headed out to Hattie's by now, struck around there a few days. To gloat, I think, or wait for someone, but he's left. Alright. I'm just gonna, yeah, good luck with that. Sounds like he's showing you where I'm from. I mean, dude, you asked for this, and you were drunk.
Something you need, sir?
Ha! Very good. Next time, tilt your head a little lower. Then you can get a look at his purse.
We're just practicing, of course. Don't...
Welcome.
Alright, so they opened up the mine. There we go.